Hello friends, I hope you all are doing well and have already subscribed my channel for in-depth knowledge about GST. So friends, today we will discuss about some very important features of GST. Yes friends, some very important features of GST. Some of you might be wondering why we are discussing so basic background of GST. Why we should know about important features of GST? Why we are not moving forward to the technicalities of GST? So friends, let me tell you one thing. Before moving forward to the technicalities, everyone should have the basic background of such law. Why this GST was implemented? What were the drawbacks of the earlier regime? Why there was a need of one nation, one tax? Yes, friend, before moving forward to the technicalities, we should have some basic background of GST. So, friends, let's move forward to the features of GST. The first and very important feature of GST is PAN based registration. Yes, friends, GST is a PAN based registration. If you wish to obtain a GST registration, then you need to make sure that you have a valid PAN, that is, valid permanent account number with you. If you don't have such valid PAN number with you, so I'm sorry, friends, you cannot obtain a GST registration number. For the purpose of obtaining GST registration number, PAN is a must-have requirement. Let's move forward to the second important feature of GST. The second important feature of GST is option of voluntary registration. Yes, friends, under the GST law, there is a specified limit of turnover. If a person exceeds such specified limit of turnover, then that person is mandatorily required to have the GST registration number. So friends, if you are not under that limit and your turnover is not exceeding that specified limit, then also you can voluntarily apply for GST registration and there is no bar on the same. Let's move forward to the third and very important feature of GST. Yes, friends, the third feature is very important of GST. Friends, whatever you pay on the purchases, whatever GST you pay on the purchases is allowed to you as an input tax credit except some specified items. Yes, friends, let's take an example. For the provision of your output services, you also need to purchase some goods and you also need to take some services. Say, for example, friends, you are involved into marketing services and the value of your marketing service is 1 lakh rupees. So friends, for the provision of such marketing service, you might need an office. For having that office, you need to pay a rent. Yes. Along with that rent payment, you also need to pay GST. Yes, friends. Say for example, you have taken a premises on rent and the rent of such premise is 10,000 rupees per month and the value of your service is 1 lakh rupees per month. The GST rate on the rent is 18%. So, how much amount you will pay to the vendor? 10,000 rupees along with GST amounting to 1800 rupees. So, friends, the total amount which you will pay to your vendor is 11,800 rupees, out of which 1800 is the GST amount. So now you will calculate the GST on your output service, that is marketing services. The GST rate on marketing service is 18%. So the GST amount on the value of your marketing service is equal to 1 lakh rupees into 18%, which is equal to 18,000 rupees. So friends, now you might be wondering, do I need to pay all that 18,000 rupees to the government by cash or by a check or by NEFT? No friends, out of that 18,000 rupees, you have already paid 1800 rupees to the government. Yes friends, the net amount of cash or e-payment which you will make for the payment of GST on your output service will be 18,000 minus 1800 rupees. So the net balance which will come after deducting 1800 rupees from 18,000 will be the amount which needs to be discharged by you in cash or e-payment or by NEFT to the government. Moving forward to the very and next important feature, which is composition taxpayers to file quarterly returns. So friends, there are two types of taxpayer under GST. One is normal taxpayer and another is composition taxpayer. So the person who opts for composition registration need not to file monthly return. He or she needs to file a quarterly return. However, a summary return called 3B needs to be filed by every person, either composition or normal. Every person is required to file that GSTR 3B, which is a summary return. Now moving forward to the next feature of GST, the concept of TCS for e-commerce companies. Yes friends, there is a concept of TCS, that is tax collected at source, for e-commerce companies under GST. So guys, any person who is falling under the definition of e-commerce operator needs to discharge 1% of TCS on the supplies made by the supplier through its platform. Yes friends, any person who is falling under the definition of e-commerce operator needs to discharge 1% TCS on the value of supply made by the supplier through such platform. And friends, such 1% TCS would be credited to the supplier in their electronic cash ledger by the government. And we will discuss about this topic in our subsequent videos. Moving forward to the next feature of GST, that is tax can be deposited by internet banking, NEFT, RTGS, debit or credit card, and over the counter. So these are the options through which you can make your GST payment. Now the next and important feature of GST is the total time limit. The total time limit for granting GST refund is only 60 days. Yes friends, the total time limit which is given to the GST authorities for granting GST refund is 60 days. If GST authority does not grant the amount of refund within 60 days, then they have to pay applicable interest along with such refund amount to the taxpayer. And there is one more feature under that refund provisions, is that the amount of refund, say for example the amount of refund is 100 rupees and the provisional amount of refund which is 90% under GST, which is 100 into 90% is equal to 90 rupees. That 90 rupees is a provisional refund which needs to be granted by the GST authorities to the taxpayer within a period of 7 days. Yes friends, within the period of 7 days only. Another feature is that refund is directly credited to your bank account. There is no need of having a check or having that GST refund in cash. The authorities will directly credit such refund to your bank accounts. So, friends, these were some important features of GST, and I hope you liked those features and you have now thorough understanding of GST. So, friends, let's move forward to some benefits of GST. Why? Why this act was introduced? What was the need? What were the drawbacks under the earlier regime? So, friends, the very first and important benefit of GST is reduction in double taxation. Yes, friends, in the earlier regime, there were different taxes which were there in different acts, and there was no set of mechanism available for those taxes, and therefore there was a double taxation on the goods and services. So, friends, post introduction of GST, that double taxation has been eliminated to some extent. The next important feature is reduction in prices. Yes, the next important benefit is reduction in prices. So, friends, we in few minutes back we discussed about some very important features of GST, and one of the feature was ITC is available to the taxpayers on all the purchases. So, friends, when the GST which you have paid to the government, which you have already paid to the government on the purchases, is creditable to you, then that GST does not become a part of your cost. And when that GST does not become a part of your cost, then the price automatically gets reduced. There is no cost burden of such GST. The another benefit is self-regulating tax system. Yes, friends, self-regulating tax system. GST is a self-regulating tax system. Here you self-assess your tax and pay it through the monthly filing of GSTR 3B. Thank you so much, friends. I hope you liked this video. For more knowledge about GST, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.